歡迎各位。我哋今日咧主要就係公布咧今個年度7月至9月呢個季度嘅賣地計劃嘅。咁首先咧，發展局局長咧就會有一個開場發言，然後咧就會回答大家嘅提問嘅。唔該，局長。
好，各位大家好。今日咧我就同各位介紹下政府喺今個財政年度第2個季度，即係7至9月嘅賣地計劃。我哋咧係會用招標嘅方式咧出售1幅嘅住宅用地，係位於沙田小瀝源，預計可以提供大約570個單位。大家都知道咧，今年我哋嘅賣地表入邊嘅住宅用地當中咧，有2幅都係嚟自沙田小瀝源嘅。第一幅規模較細嘅用地咧，喺第一季係推出，地政總署而家咧正係做緊招標嘅工作嘅。下個星期5咧，亦都會截標嘅。今季我剛才講，我哋推出嘅咧，正正就係第2幅位於同區嘅住宅地皮。另外咧，市區重建局咧打算喺今季，即係第2季啦，推出九龍城啟德道沙寶道發展項目，預計咧可以提供大約810個單位。私人發展同埋重建項目方面呢，暫時預計呢有3個換地嘅項目呢，會喺第2季完成地契修訂，可以提供大約410個單位。所以總的來說呢，計及我剛才講各方面嘅土地來源呢，今個年度第2季嘅私人房屋土地供應預計可以支持興建大約1790個單位。計埋今個年度第1季嘅供應呢，頭2季嚟自不同來源嘅私人房屋土地供應，預計合共可以提供大約4065個單位，係我哋今個年度供應目標。我哋嘅目標係13200個單位嘅土地啦，係呢個目標嘅大約30%。呢個數字呢，係仲未反映第2季度嚟自一啲無需要修訂地契個案嘅供應。因為呢一類嘅供應嘅數字呢，一般係會較後先有個統計嘅。咁工業用地方面呢，相信大家都留意到上個星期發展局有一個公佈，我哋將會爭取喺第2季推出洪水橋嘅用地。呢一幅用地嘅面積呢，係大約77000多平方米，即係接近8公頃。最高嘅樓面面積呢，可以都高達544000平方米，指定呢係做多層現代產業大樓，主要作物流用途啦。並會提供一定嘅樓面俾政府，作為協助受發展清拆影響嘅棕地作業。我哋呢而家正係爭取盡快完成移除用地上高嘅社區隔離設施，同埋完成草擬地契條款，同埋敲定招標嘅安排。目標呢係喺第2季嘅季尾呢為用地招標。我哋係會用雙信封制招標嘅，具體嘅非價格同埋價格比重，同埋會交翻幾多樓面俾政府呢，我哋會喺招標嘅時候呢公佈。朝住年度嘅供應目標呢，我哋係會繼續留意市況，並且綜合考慮不同來源嘅供應，為每個季度作出合適嘅推地安排。有節有道咁樣呢，向市場推出土地，以供發展我哋嘅經濟同埋房屋嘅。咁大家容許我呢用英文呢簡單講一次。Today I will introduce the government's land sale program in the second quarter of this financial year, that is July to September. The government will put up for tender a residential site in Siu Lek Yuen in Sha Tin, providing a supply of about 570 flats. You may be aware that among the sites put onto this year's land sale program, 2 residential sites are located in Sha Tin. The first site which is smaller in size, has already been put up for sale in the first quarter, and the tender is ongoing. The site I announced just now to be rolled out in this quarter is the second one in the same locality. In addition, the Urban Renewal Authority plans to tender in this quarter its development project on Kai Tak Road, Sapo Road in Kowloon City, providing a supply of around 810 flats. For private development and redevelopment projects, 3 are expected to complete their lease modifications in the second quarter, providing a supply of about 410 flats. So to summarize, taking all the above sources of land supply into account, the total private housing land supply in the second quarter will support the development of around 1,790 flats. Together with the first quarter, the total supply of the first half of this financial year is expected to support some 4,065 flats, which is around 30% of our annual supply target at 13,200 flats. This figure has not yet reflected private redevelopment projects not requiring lease modification from the second quarter, as such figures are only available at a later stage. For industrial sites, you may be aware of the Development Bureau's announcement last week, announcing that we aim to put up for sale a site in Hong Shui Kiu. This site is around 77,000 square meters, so close to 8 hectares, and its maximum gross floor area could reach 544,000 square meters. The site will be used for the development of multi-story buildings for modern industries, mainly for logistics, and will provide certain floor area to the government to assist brownfield operators affected by government development clearance exercises. We will strive to complete the removal of the community isolation facilities now on the site, the drafting of land lease conditions, and the formulation of tender arrangements as soon as possible. Our target is to roll out the site for tender by the end of the second quarter. We will adopt a 2-envelope tender approach, while specific details on the ratio of non-premium and premium proposals, as well as the floor area to be provided to the government, will be announced at the time of tender. Working towards the annual supply target, the government will continue to monitor market situation and holistically consider supply from various sources so as to make fitting land disposal arrangements for each quarter and provide land to the market for economic and residential developments in a paced manner. Thank you.
而家係提問時間，請大家提問之前咧，先介紹自己嚟自邊個傳媒機構嘅。咁邊位想提問先？係嗰邊藍色衫係呢位先生。
局長你好，星島日報，想問下咧，即係睇翻個嚟緊個今季都冇商業地啦，即係嚟緊過去4季都冇商業地嘅供應啦，係咪因為而家個商業氣氛差同埋空置率高而暫緩呢個推地咧？咁另外即係睇翻啲數據啦，即係今年個首季個地價收益大約2億左右啦。咁對比年初財政預算案講全年嘅地價收入大約330億，不足1%啦。咁嚟緊個3個季度咧，會唔會推多一啲重檔嘅住宅地或者商業地招標去追翻個目標咧？唔該。
好嗱，你第一個問題關於我哋商業用地嘅供應啦。當然我哋幾時推售商業用地呢？我哋都要睇市場嗰個情況嘅。咁的確嚟講呢，而家我哋嘅商業樓面已經建成嗰啲啦，個空置率呢都係偏高嘅。其實有雙位數字，大約總的嚟講，留意到最近有啲嘅報導啦，同埋分析就13%度啦。咁所以我哋呢，就算喺今年度我哋擺落賣地表入邊呢，商業用地呢本身都唔係多嘅。咁當然我哋持續造地之餘呢，其實我哋都係要睇住個市況去幾時推出我哋嘅土地。所以今季呢，同樣都係冇商業用地呢去推出嚟嘅。至於你提到地價收入嗰方面呢，咁其實地價收入 有幾多呢？咁當我哋做完一啲嘅土地交易之後，嗰個文書去咗土地註冊處呢，大家就會睇到嗰個地價收入。所以有陣時呢，大家今日睇到嘅唔完全代表我哋去到呢一季嗰個情況。有陣時個文件呢，仲係處理當中，係未曾去註冊。咁但係總的嚟講呢，其實我時常都話，我哋推地呢，地價收入呢係嗰個後果，我哋得到嗰個回報。但係推地主要呢都係為咗達到一啲政策嘅目標，為咗支持我哋嘅房屋供應同埋經濟嘅發展嘅。咁至於嗰個地價收到幾多呢？我哋都會睇返當時嗰個市場嘅情況。市場係熾熱或者市場係稍為淡靜一啲嘅，自然都會影響我哋嗰個地價，每一幅土地收返嚟嗰個高低同埋總嗰個收入，平常心去處理。
下一條，呢邊呢位。
Hi, some English questions from RTHK. So for my first question, so far this year there's no successful tender for residential sites or was sold in the first quarter of this year. So is it that's why the government only sell one residential site in the upcoming quarter without putting up any residential sites on sale? And also just want to get, could you recap in English or what you have answered the reporter's question from Singtel, like the land sale income so far does not reach around like 1% of the government target. So what will the government do in the latter half of this year to try to reach the annual target of the land sale income? Thank you.
All right. First of all, on your first question, I think it is not correct to say that we do not have a successful tender of residential site this year, because so far for the first quarter, we have rolled out one site for tender, also in Sha Tin, and the tender period is yet to close. It will close next Friday. So for that tender, it is ongoing. As to why we only roll out one site for tender in this quarter, which is the second quarter, another site in Sha Tin, I think in determining when and how many sites to roll out, we also have to look at the market situation. I think it is a hard reality that currently Hong Kong is still picking up in our economic pace. And while we have already put onto our land sale program for the year a total of 8 residential sites, we will also look at the market conditions in determining when to roll out each of those sites on the list. So having one site rolled out is a modest arrangement, but it is also a demonstration of the government's commitment to roll out our residential sites in a regular and paced manner. As regards commercial sites, it is also a hard fact that the vacancy rate for the commercial floor area in the economy is now on the high side. According to some recent statistics, it is around 13%. So, taking into account the market condition, we think we have a reason not to roll out commercial sites in this quarter. But still, as I have mentioned before, we will put on our land sale program, and we have done so, a number of commercial sites, and we will roll out the sites when we think it is a fit time to do so.
間小三嗰位男士。
局長你好，信報嘅想問幾個問題，一個就關於頭兩個季度暫時嗰個土地供應可以起到嘅樓就可能得全年目標30%到啦。咁其實嚟緊仲有兩個季度，局方有冇話諗住係用咩方法去追呢一條數咧？即係令到佢全年會唔會都係可以達到標啊？或者你哋個目標其實即係最新目標係點樣咧？咁另外都想問翻今嚟緊7至9月就淨係推小瀝源一塊地啦，咁啊同上一個季度一樣都係推翻同區地皮。其實點解要揀翻同區嘅地皮嚟推，而唔係可能揀翻一啲嚟其他區嘅，甚至係一啲可能以前推過流標嘅再推出嚟咧？即係點解揀呢幅啦？咁另外都想問翻關於多層產業大樓嗰啲用地嘅，即係元朗嗰幅就延遲咗個 截標日期延遲咗半年啦。咁其實洪水橋呢一幅，如果9月真係推到嘅話，你哋諗住嗰個招標期會大約幾耐到啊？咁另外就因為依家即係市場都有啲講法話，因為息口比較高啊，發展成本比較貴啊。咁元朗嗰幅其實個規模已經唔細嘅，咁洪水橋將來推嗰幅嗰個規模係甚至係以倍數計。其實你哋喺定嗰個價格嗰個要求嘅時候，會唔會個要求比起元朗嗰幅嗰個要求更低？即係例如比重元朗3成，會唔會嗰個再低啲啊？咁其他要求有冇啲方向，即係可以透露一下？其實會係諗住點樣咧？
好。其實有3組嘅問題啦。第一個呢，就係我哋而家如果2季夾埋呢，我方才提到，如果係講住宅土地嘅供應呢，我哋係全年嗰個供應嘅目標呢，大約3成。咁其實如果大家留意到我哋過去多年嘅情況呢，通常呢，我哋推地呢，如果政府推呢，都係有頭輕尾重一啲嘅現象嘅。咁如果係純粹係講2季嚟講呢，我哋過去呢一般都係4成啊、4成零啊咁樣嘅，唔會話頭重嘅。咁我估個中嘅原因係可以容易理解嘅，因為如果我哋房屋嘅用地呢，其實係嚟自唔同嘅途徑嘅，除咗政府推地呢，亦都係有私人嗰個土地嘅供應嘅。咁其實政府推地既然喺政府手上呢，我哋更好地可以用佢嚟作一個調節嘅作用啦。咁所以如果我哋遲啲一路往下去，今年假設如果私人佢哋現有嘅土地係去得多嘅，其實政府嗰度呢，我哋手上嘅土地我哋就可以用嚟調節啦。所以呢個頭輕尾重呢一個現象呢係正常嘅。第二個呢，就係你問到點解我哋喺第2季都係推返沙田小瀝源呢個社區嘅土地呢？其實我哋正係睇到呢，因為沙田係一個已經好成熟嘅社區，而小瀝源呢一幅土地呢，其實佢都係嗰個配套呢係比較完善嘅。相對於我哋呢，譬如有一啲新發展區呢，可能我哋嘅發展商呢就更加比較揀擇啊。咁喺咁樣嘅情況之下，我哋如果而家推一啲比較係成熟啲社區嘅用地呢，其實對於我哋嗰個市場，我相信佢哋嘅歡迎度呢會高嘅。咁雖然2幅土地都係喺小瀝源，其實呢，如果第1季我哋而家招標緊嗰幅呢，係喺正嗰個港鐵站嘅對面啦，比較細啲啦。但係呢一幅呢，遠離嘅港鐵站多一啲10分鐘步行嘅路程，但係佢又比較大啲喎，所以換一個角度睇呢，你可以話呢，各有千秋。咁所以我相信呢，都會有唔同嘅發展商呢，對呢2幅用地呢係會有興趣嘅。你最後一組嘅問題呢，係關於我哋嗰啲多層產業大樓啊。如果我哋係洪水橋呢一幅呢，我哋點解加快去推呢？原本都係今年嘅賣地表，但係原本係冇諗住呢第2季就推出嚟嘅。點解加快呢？正正係因為我哋聽咗市場一啲嘅聲音，就話元朗嗰幅既然我哋拎咗出嚟啦，其實佢哋都好希望呢，差唔多同一個時期呢，可以做一啲策略嘅部署。咁所以呢，既然係咁樣，我哋洪水橋呢一幅呢，都會將佢提早咗去做，所以我哋要趕緊做一啲嘅功夫啦。無論係嗰個招標條款，我哋而家都要加把勁啦，去將佢加快。所以呢，我哋其實個招標期呢，我哋相信都會同元朗嗰幅呢係相若嘅。元朗嗰幅呢，我哋上個禮拜公佈就會褪到去12月底啦。我哋會爭取呢，就係洪水橋呢一幅呢，都係差唔多呢一個嘅時間。咁先至係有嗰個差唔多同一個時段呢一個咁嘅效果。至於你提到佢規模係大，咁的確係㗎。我留意到媒體呢，有陣時會形容呢幅係巨無霸嘅土地，大約8公頃。咁但係其實呢，我哋從好多業界嗰度呢，亦都收到一啲嘅訊息，就係如果我哋講現代物流呢，其實而家係講規模啊。所以好多時佢哋對大規模嘅用地呢，有某一種嘅市場呢係特別有興趣嘅。所以呢，我哋唔會擔心話因為規模大反而影響咗佢嗰個吸引力。規模大亦都係佢嘅吸引力所在。 咁但係當然啦，因為佢規模咁大，究竟我哋係咪同樣要求好似元朗嗰幅咁，有30%嘅樓要交翻俾政府呢？咁同埋佢現場嘅環境有冇啲技術嘅困難呢？咁所以呢，我哋就住要交幾多層樓面俾政府，同埋嗰個計價同埋非價嗰個嘅要求個比重呢，的確我哋要再研判嘅。咁但係我哋9月招標嘅時候呢，就一定會公佈㗎啦。
下一條係你呢位。
局長你好，我係 Cable 嘅。想問一問咧，今季整體供應係1790貨啦，對比起第一季2275貨係少啦。係咪見到私人重建方面嘅進度比較慢啦？發展商補地價嘅進展係點樣啦？同埋對於下個禮拜接標嗰塊沙田小瀝源嗰塊住宅用地咧，有冇信心去批？即係有冇信心係批出？如果再次流標嘅話，會唔會影響到全年土地供應啦？同埋都想問翻今年第一季地價收入係點樣？
嗱，首先最後一個問題先，我留意到頭先都有記者朋友講地價收入，其實大家會留意到咧，政府咧從來都唔會逐季咁樣咧同大家講嗰個地價收入嘅。其實我哋通常都係年度去做一個嘅總結啦，年頭就有一個預算啦，都係財政預算案嗰一個嘅情況之下去交代嘅。如果其實地價收入其實一路都會有佢嗰個進帳嘅，每一幅土地無論係地契修訂又好，賣地又好，亦都唔單止係我哋企喺度恆常講嘅賣地，有陣時有其他嘅用地嘅，譬如油站嘅招標啦，都會令政府有地價收入嘅。咁凡此種種呢，其實大家呢，我諗都係要睇個別嘅公佈啦，同埋有啲嘅文書完成咗呢，係會拎去我哋嘅土地註冊處，所以嗰度呢，大家都係會公開睇到嗰個地價收入嘅進帳，所以個總數呢，未必係頭先大家呢唔同媒體朋友講嘅嗰啲數字嚟嘅。咁至於你第一個問題呢，你就話第一季我哋嚟自唔同來源嘅係有2000幾伙嘅供應嗰個土地啦，第二季就1700幾啦。咁其實呢，我不會鼓勵大家呢去個別每一季呢比較一啲數字上呢一啲嘅上上落落，因為呢唔同嘅土地承載嗰個樓宇嘅數目自然係唔同嘅，有陣時有幾十幾百。嗰個數字嘅出入呢係完全唔出奇嘅，反而呢，我哋講幾多幅土地呢，咁大家可能會容易啲理解一啲。咁另外呢，位於沙田小瀝源呢一度，我哋第一幅嗰個土地而家招標進行中啦，下個禮拜截標啦。方才你提到如果流標又點樣呢？咁其實呢，第一我哋唔會有咁樣嘅悲觀嘅揣測先啦，咁同埋大家如果留意到，就算市場同埋媒體反映市場嗰個睇法呢，沙田小瀝源呢個地帶，因為都係一個比較成熟嘅社區，而我哋第一季推出嗰幅地呢，又喺正我哋嘅港鐵站嘅對面，交通好便捷，其實係有相當嘅吸引力嘅，所以我哋對於呢一幅地能夠成功去中標呢，其實我哋係審慎樂觀嘅。
下一條 ，OK， 藍色衫嗰位。
你好，港台嘅第一條問題就係想問咧，今季都係推出一個比較細嘅住宅地啦，咁係咪反映當局都會覺得樓市仍然係處於較疲弱嘅狀態啦，或者係市場未必吸納到比較大嘅地皮呢？同埋有冇信心今年嘅私人房屋達到年度嘅供應目標？
嗱，我估咧，如果係房地產市場嚟講咧，的確而家嗰個市況咧係比較淡靜一啲嘅。咁我估呢個係可以理解嘅，因為外圍嘅經濟環境亦都影響緊香港嘅經濟環境啦。亦都大家睇到我哋對於嗰個息口咧，其實持續都仲係喺一個高位啊，就冇大家當初預期話會好快咁樣跌落嚟啦。咁呢啲都係香港，亦都的確係受到我哋外圍嘅情況，有啲嘢係我哋唔能夠控制嘅。咁喺咁嘅情況之下呢，我哋一定要做嘅就係繼續將我哋嘅土地，無論係經濟用地又好，房屋用地又好，努力將佢做好。至於佢幾時推， 同埋推邊一幅呢，我哋始終都係要留意住市場嗰個嘅反應啦，審時度勢嘅。咁我哋覺得喺第二季嚟講呢，我哋而家都係喺一個成熟嘅社區入邊推出一幅嘅土地呢，係一個恰當嘅安排嚟嘅。
仲有冇問題？係呢位。
局長你好，from SCMP. I have one question. So how would you comment on recent property market sentiment? And have we seen a slowing down in transactions since the removing of all cooling measures? And also inventory of unsold units still stand at a relatively high level. How would that potentially affect developer sentiment in bidding the upcoming residential site tender? Thank you.
I think on the property market, I think it's quite obvious that the sentiments have yet to pick up. Basically because of the economic situation, both the external environment, the high interest rates, and the geopolitical issues will have an impact on our local economy. And it takes time for the property market to pick up, and that's understandable. And so under these circumstances, we take a prudent manner and roll out our sites in a paced manner. For this quarter, rolling out one residential site and also rolling out one quite large industrial site in Hong Shui Kiu to support our commitment to develop industries in the northern metropolis. So we think overall this is a balanced and prudent arrangement.
今日記者會完結啦，唔該晒大家。
多謝咁多位。